Oral health is closely related to overall health and quality of life, including physical, emotional, cultural, and social well-being. But accessing dental care is a challenge for many Australians, as private dental is costly and public dental is hard to access. For Indigenous peoples, these issues are magnified by the limited availability of culturally safe services. This is where IUI comes in. IUI is an Indigenous community-controlled health service that offers free, culturally safe oral health care to Indigenous peoples and their families.
Hey, come on.
As a team, we were aware of multiple anecdotes from clients about the positive effects of our holistic model of care. We wondered if this was a common experience more broadly for our clients, and if so, could we document this so that we could share this with the community and our funding partners. So we partnered up with UQ social science students to collect evidence of our approach and help us to understand why community-controlled oral health services is so impactful.
We collaborated with IUI at every step of the research process. Together we developed our project AIM to understand how IUI's holistic approach to oral healthcare shapes their clients' overall health and well-being. Guided by the AIM, our research question asked, how does IUI's holistic approach to oral healthcare shape their clients' overall health and well-being? To collect data, we visited 2 IUI clinics and yarned with 8 dental clients and 7 practitioners. Yarning is a reciprocal sharing of knowledge and stories. It allowed us to explore the lived experiences of participants in depth, while enabling them to share what they considered important. We provided each participant with a yarning guide, as shown here, in order to guide the conversation. We used Indigenous standpoint theory to analyse each transcript. We then used storying to draw together common experiences expressed by participants.
We heard from clients that after receiving care, they experienced stronger self-esteem, reduced dental fear and anxiety, and a stronger sense of belonging within clinics and within themselves. We found 3 common stories: self-esteem and confidence, belonging and community, and relationships with dentists. We heard how the treatment of oral health issues allowed clients to feel confident in their smiles and more secure in themselves. For many clients, their smile was once anxiety-inducing, sometimes causing them to stay at home. But it grew to be a source of confidence and joy following their treatment. We heard stories of how this growth in self-esteem allowed clients to reconnect with their social lives, date, and look for work. Clients also told us they felt a strong sense of community and belonging at the clinic. Jessica said, "Being here has given me the first sense in my whole life of actually feeling like I belong somewhere." The cultural safety and community feel within clinics contributed to the positive well-being of both the individual and the community, as clients and their families felt welcome in the space and safe in their dental chairs. We found it was rare for clients to have been seeing a regular dentist before coming to IUI, with many sharing poor experiences with previous dentists. Some only sought care in an emergency or would prefer to put up with the pain rather than going to see a dentist. Since attending the clinic, clients said they felt less fear, stress, and had no hesitation coming to the dentist now. This was enabled by IUI's approach to care, which allows ample time during appointments for clients to build trust and connection with their dentists. We'd like to share an abridged version of our story for this topic. To write the story, we brought together multiple participants' experiences, which encapsulate the significance of relationships for clients at IUI.
It had been 25 years since Billy stepped foot inside a dental clinic. It wasn't that he didn't need to. Over his life, he'd suffered decay and pain in many of his teeth. But traumatic experiences from when he was younger always stopped him from going. Memories of a clinical setting characterised by needles and rough, painful procedures made him fearful of going to the dentist. When he heard about IUI at a NAIDOC event, he'd been putting up with the pain for years. When he met his dentist, Mary, Billy was feeling very anxious, but over the course of an hour, Mary asked about his life, interests, and family. They realised they had a few things in common. They were both from the Sunshine Coast and watched footy. Billy felt self-conscious about the rotting in some of his teeth, but Mary didn't make him feel bad and made sure to check in frequently as she was taking a look. When he opened up about his dental history, he felt listened to and not judged. In the 3 years since he started seeing Mary, Billy's fear and anxiety towards dentist appointments has gradually disappeared. Sometimes he's so relaxed he falls asleep in the dental chair. After seeing Mary, Billy has been able to get connected to a GP, optometrist and physiotherapist at the same clinic, and get on top of the other things that were worrying him. Not only is his mouth healthier, but the rest of his body too.
Overall, our findings show that the approach IUI uses to provide oral health care shapes their clients' overall health and well-being in transformative ways. These stories of relationship building, transformations of self-esteem and confidence, and finding belonging and community within these clinics and within themselves reflect that oral health care at IUI goes beyond just fixing teeth. These findings have helped to address the lack of research into Indigenous community-controlled oral health care. It's also made it clear that IUI and other Indigenous community-controlled oral health services can be really valuable for delivering positive oral health outcomes for Indigenous peoples in South East Queensland. This is because they are spaces of Indigenous self-determination and because of their commitment to Indigenous ways of knowing, being and doing.